Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here today we are back here on SnowRunner once again, as you guys can see here, and we're going to be checking out a brand new mod. Now if we make our way on down here into the mod browser here, and I believe we select sort and filter, and we go down here to popular today with the arrow pointed down, and we go ahead and select that. You should have a page that looks something similar to this pop up. And the mod we're going to be covering today is Lime's C2100 for console. So yes, to answer your question right off the bat, right away, this is a console-friendly cat eye. So yeah, guys, this truck is based off of a 2005 Chevy Silverado cat eye model, and there's zero branding or naming anywhere on the vehicle, so there's console support for this mod. But anyways, guys, this mod is fairly new, so I thought I'd go ahead and hop on in to Same Super Truck today and go ahead and check out the full customization of it, run through a couple of tests with it, and see what this truck's all about. Alrighty, guys, so now I've just gone ahead and load right on up. By the way, guys, what do you think of the high boy towing the Excursion? Thing looks pretty cool. But anyways, guys, back to the garage we go here. We're about to go to one of my empty slots here. Hopping into the truck store, scroll over just a little bit until we find, here we are, the C2100. Now you can pick up this bad boy from the truck store here for $7,500, or just about $7,535 to be exact. And here's what it looks like completely stock. Hopping straight into the customization here. For engine customization first, you're going to start off here with a stock D-Max or Duramax 550 horsepower. And if you go down here, this is going to be a tuned Duramax, and this is going to give us a whopping 1200 horsepower. And most of the customization with this vehicle costs about $15 to $20 if the customization isn't completely free. Anyways, guys, moving on down into the gearbox here, we're going to start off here with a 5-speed, stock 5-speed transmission, and we have the options for a fast 8-speed transmission for top speed, as well as a 10-speed trans for heavy towing, and it's called heavy tow. So for our build today, we're going to go ahead and throw in the fast 8-speed transmission. Move on down into suspension here. This is where it gets a little bit cool, and of course all of our suspension options are going to be $20. So here's our stock. It says, of course, with this vehicle, since it's from Watt Limes, is a stock tuned custom suspension. But anyways, guys, moving on down the line here. Here is our flex suspension. This is the flex tuned custom suspension here. Next up is our lift. Next one is quad load, assuming it's a suspension type for loading up quads and other ATVs and whatnot. The next is short lift, just a little bit taller than the quad load. And then last but not least is tow for towing. Big fan of the lift here, since we're not really going to do a full tow build on this thing, but I also really do like the short lift, so I'm going to have to go with the short lift here. Moving on down into tires here, all our options are going to be free, and of course we have a lot of them. My wheel and tire setup of choice is going to be the 47-inch BF at here, aka BF Goodrich All-Terrains, I believe. And for our winch, moving on down the line, we have tow strap stock, and for an extra $20 is going to be a long tow strap. You know, for 20 bucks, may come in handy in the long run. Now into visuals. This is where it gets cool. And I've actually been seeing a lot more of window tint in the game, and pretty big fan of it, to be honest. Anyway, so we have a light tint option here. Here's our stock glass, just to give you guys, side-by-side comparison. And here is our light tint, and here's our dark tint. So, of course, for $500, we're going to put on the dark tint here. Side steps, you have them for 500 bucks. They're an option. They're there. Personally, I don't really think the Cata looks very good with the steps, so we're not going to put those on. For the tailgate, we have the stock tailgate open or put down. And then right here, we just have our stock tailgate. Now for our rear bumper here, we have the painted option stock, which I actually prefer. But if you go up one, you do have the chrome option as well. It really depends on what you're going for with this build. I feel like the chrome looks alright, but I really do prefer the painted bumper just to make it, all match. Moving on down into lights here, we have the option for blue lights, green lights, pink lights, and red lights. And then down here, I already know because I already built a couple of these trucks, we have rock lights so you can match. So make sure when you're picking out what lights you want these things to light up, that you go on here and match them with the rock lights. I'm feeling red lights. Not too sure why. Probably because, blue would look a little bit, blue lights coming out next to the orange suspension and the grill, which we may change up the paint in the end, not 100% sure yet. Just feel like it could look a little bit weird if I do end up keeping this paint job with the orange accents there. So red lights it is. Next up, you do have options for a little bit darker black fender flares. Then down here you have paint matched fender flares. For the rack, kind of like Monster Max here, I like it. I guess you could put a rack on it. It's an off-road rack if you want. And of course, as I was talking about just a moment ago, we're throwing on some red rock lights to match our headlights. Now for our light bar here, we have the curved light bar and then a yellow curved light bar, which doesn't really want to work. There you go, there's the yellow. And then here's the normal. Not too sure why it's kind of switching around, but oh well. Now moving on down into hoods here, that's where it gets kind of cool. Here's our stock hood, a little bit boring, looks alright. Then next up we have the sport hood for ultimate cooling. And then get this, we got a cowl hood. So you guys already know we got to buy the cowl hood. Now for the hitch, might want your drop hitch, so just going to buy one of those, and that's the only option you got there. Now for exhaust, you're going to have a couple of different options here. First things first, so here's our stock exhaust. It kind of looks like if there was a gasser in here. And then you got the big old exhaust tip. Oh yeah, and you can also put dual stacks in the bed as well. Now for our front bumper here, you guys already know we're going to have some options with this. So first things first, here, okay, let me just click off real quick. So this is our stock bumper we have right now. And then here is the F bumper, and there's like 4 different bumper types, but going through you're going to need to wait a second because there's also weighted versions with every bumper, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, here's the F bumper, here is the IC bumper, here's the RA bumper, sport bumper. No, I don't really care for that. Kind of looks a little bit weird. And then here's our stock bumper. Me personally, big fan of the RA bumper, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on for $500. And for rims, we have one option with this type of rim, and that is black and silver forged rim, and no other options scrolling through them. Now for paint, gotta throw on a nice coat of paint on this thing, and of course we're going with the bright red here to match our headlights and our rock lights as well. And with that, I think she's done. Let's go ahead and hop out, see what she's all about. Alright guys, so first things first, off the bat, 15-gallon tank. I don't know, probably won't leave you stranded for a while. You can do some pretty good trail riding with this thing, towing, get a couple jobs done. Next thing, which you already knew since I selected the this specific transmission, this fast one I believe, not the speed one. It is built for top speed though, and that is an 8-gear gearbox. This truck here has all-time all-wheel drive and diff lock as well. Moved on into functions here. If we go on here to operate, we can change the suspension. I believe this will lift it. Yeah, this will lift it up to, this is what the normal lift looks like. And then if you hit it again, this is the short lift. Now that it is nighttime, let's go ahead and turn on our lights here. Might help if I turn on the truck first. Anyways, here are our red lights. Nice and bright. Actually, a little bit surprised that they're that bright. Not too sure where our rock lights are, but it's alright. Anyways, now that we are back to daytime here, time to do some tests with this bad boy. So let's go ahead and drift her around here just a little bit. Oh, don't want to beat her up on the wall. Don't want to do that. But we do want to slightly take this corner a little bit fast. And let's just jump her first. So why not? And high gear. You guys already know high gear is going to be a little bit crazy. A little bit off the walls. Actually wasn't as crazy as I thought. I say that as I'm flipped over. Good thing we got our long tow strap for our winch, and our truck's just a little bit beat up now. Anyways, back on the track we go here. Gonna go ahead and shift her through the gears a little bit. Get her up to speed, see how well she handles. Hardly wants to turn. Oh, just barely saved her there. We're on very thin all-terrains. Let's go ahead and run her through some dirt. Take her off a little jump here. So far she's really handling the jumps alright. Ooh, about nosedived that one. Really, all around, like, Watt Limes has definitely stepped up his game. Like, he was good from the beginning, but, oh, didn't mean to do that. Our truck's just a little bit beat up. But as I was going on about this truck, he, like, absolutely nailed. This thing has got some great handling. Anyways, guys, time for a speed test. Here we go. Don't really have anything for a timer on me. We may be upgrading soon to a timer. That'll be nice, but we just kind of need to eyeball how fast this thing is going, just to see handling at high speeds, how the high gear works and see how fast we hit 8th gear and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and do it. 3, 2, 1, hitting the gas, and a couple of seconds right past the red tires. Go ahead and shift a little bit. There's 7th through 8th gear. We're going sideways. That was a little bit quick shifting. It's alright though. Come on now, stay on the track, A little bit of tire damage. Going completely sideways, we're not going to flip, and you know, that wasn't that fast. But good thing we can run her back. Oh, she's a little bit beat up, but anyways, we can run her back in high gear now. And let's do that. Hey, it's handling alright, and it didn't completely flip right when it hit completely sideways. Hey, actually it's doing a little bit better than I thought it would. Oh no. Now I would rock crawl this thing, as well as take it mudding, but I don't feel like changing the tires. I know I can just go right here and throw on some big ol' boggers, or some of these, or some big boy tractor tires here, which you know what, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not going to rock crawl though, but I am a little bit curious how it will perform going through the mud. You guys already know what I have to do. Now we're ready. And let's just go ahead and send her through the mud. That was a little bit better than I thought. That was like really quick. But then of course too, it'll slow you down a little bit. And I don't think I have to put it through. I don't think I have to put it in high gear quite yet. We're kind of just spinning out. We're in low gear now. See how she pulls through the mud. Low plus. Okay, she's spinning again. Low minus. Slowly but surely, it'll just crawl its way right on out. Low gear. Back in low gear. As soon as the fronts hit the top, we're going to throw her in automatic and crawl our way right on out. Oh, about hit the 71. Don't really want to do that. Oh, I didn't save it that time. Anyways, guys, that's it for Wattlime's C2100, aka an 05 Chevy Cat Eye for consoles. So let me know down below in the comments what you guys did think of it and what you guys did think of today's video. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy it, as well as subscribe and hit that little notification bell right next to the subscribe button if you're new and you haven't already, to never miss a new daily video from me. Now with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you have an amazing rest, guys, day or night. And with that, I'll catch you guys very, very soon in the next one.